Welcome to Potion Sword Run. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Cats and Coffee, where I wake up in the morning and just shoot the shit. See what's going on in the video game industry, see what's going on out and about, and talk about what I want to talk about. Today I have myself a latte. I like it plain. Put in a couple of raw sugars in there because it's a medium. Build a small, put one. You know what I mean? And that is delicious. And I got myself a bagel this morning instead of a donut. Speaking of my donut, it turns out Albert has a problem with my breakfast. He recently tagged me on a video, and I watched it, for laughs. And he's getting all pissy because I called my donut a chocolate bar. I guess the motherfucker doesn't. He's too stupid to realize that donuts actually have names depending on the type of donut it is. For example, like a round glaze, a round chocolate peanut. This one is called a chocolate bar because it is shaped like a bar and it's chocolate on top. They also have maple bars, and the ones that are twisted are called chocolate twist. So, anyways, so he thinks I call donuts chocolate bars. No, I call chocolate bars. That motherfucker. Switching it up for breakfast. Speaking of Albert, he's like one of my biggest supporters out there. He watches all of my videos. He's so he has so much what is it called? So much stock in my life that he has to pay attention to everything. One of the things that he's obsessed with is how I spend my money. I recently bought this steering wheel, and because it cost $400, he's getting crazy. And because I had to buy a stand for it, he's getting crazy. He always complains about my $400 automatic cat cleaner, which is hilarious. Before that, he was complaining about my backpack, saying it cost $400 or $300. I don't know what he was saying. So yeah, and next month, I don't know what I'm gonna buy, but I'm sure he'll be complaining about that too. It's hilarious. I find it fucking hilarious. Like people don't like he can't keep his channel up. He keeps on he'll have it up for like a couple days, and then he'll get kicked out. Um, and so I feel sorry for him, for the people that keep on reporting him, because I mean, even though all the shit that he says are lies, like they're exaggerations of whatever he's thinking. Hey, Stan. Speaking of which, um, it's just funny shit, and I like hearing it. It keeps me humble. All right, let's see what Dean has to say. I may be stuck in the mud, but you're stuck in at the grandma's. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Like misinformation. One video, I showed a family member from behind. She had a little bit of gray hair, and because of that, now I live with my grandma. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like they get something, and then a bunch of bullshit. Just for your information, Dean, I don't know why you don't come in with your regular channel. I don't know why you gotta use a alt channel. That's what you guys do. I know that's what you guys do, but I don't know why you gotta do it here. I know who you are, but I mean everybody does. Like we know this is your troll channel. Anyways, so just because you, Cody, you like to always set the record straight. I can care less what everybody thinks, but I just found it funny because I just watched the video from Albert today. That's why I'm addressing it. But like you guys can run with your misinformation. All you like, I really whatever you guys think. Like it doesn't compute here. I don't care. Whatever. Um, just so you know, though, my grandma's she actually passed away last year. And before that, she was suffering from early onset Alzheimer's. So she was living actually with my aunt for her last 3 years. So no, I'm not living with my grandma's. I wish I was. I mean, I wish she was still alive and I was living with her. But it is what it is. I ain't tripping. We guys can keep on saying that for all you guys. If you guys feel better about yourselves. All right, I think that's enough of prove that my grandma's dead. Like, why would I like how what want me to? Oh, you know what? Nah, I don't have to prove, but I do have a picture I took with her urn. She decided to be cremated. Um, just since we're old friends, my grandpa died maybe 2 years ago or so, and they also had him cremated in like some kind of like little. It's the first time I've ever seen like some kind of like Mexican chest type thing. It looks freaking awesome, like where he's cremated in. And anyway, so my grandma wanted to be cremated too, so they're both cremated together, and they're both resting at my aunt's house. Um, they just have like a little corner of the house where they have the urns and shit. But anyways, besides that, prove it. I mean, there's nothing to prove. I mean, my grandma, I don't know, she was like, what? I'm sure is there videos out there? I don't know. Anyways, can you grow eyebrows? My eyebrows are fucked up or what? They're a little thin. I do pluck them. No, no, maybe you can't see them because of but I have eyebrows. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it true Frog Tony paid her rent? No. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. It's like, where do you guys get this shit from? See, I make a video talking about how Frog Tony was paying me $25 per video to upload some content for his channel. Uh, it was and I agreed because it was during a time where I wasn't working anymore because I got sick and I wasn't working, and so I didn't have no money coming in, and I was just pretty much burning through all my savings, to pay my rent, to pay for food, to pay for everything I had to pay for. So when he told me, and I was making these videos either way, and so when he told me to put him on his channel, he'd give me $25 per video, and then if the video broke over 1,000, he would give me $5 extra. So that's what he did. So he would pay me one video per week, so $25 per week, and I did it for about maybe 2 months or 3 months. I'm not quite sure how long I did videos for him. And so, yeah, the reason why I did it was because I had no money coming in, and it helped me pay for food and bills and whatever. I mean, not it wasn't a lot of money, obviously, like $100 a month, but that actually helped me pay for food. Um, you know, yeah, like what I'm eating now. So that's what he paid for. He paid me to make videos on his channel, and yeah. So I don't know where it came that he was paying my rent. Like my rent right now is not that much. I only pay for my room, which is $500. And before I moved, I had to move here because I stopped working and my rent was $2,000. And so I was pretty much just working for my rent. So and not taking care of my health. So I decided to not work and concentrate on my health. Oh, Haunted Albo. I guess Albert has another channel. You need Jesus. Grandma Grifter. Okay. Filming random women, putting them down. Disgusting. Um, Good lord, guys. Good lord. Yeah, no Abo here. You said he paid you. I never said he paid me in comics and merch. Like, what the fuck is that? First of all, if he paid me in merch, you think I would have some merch on representing some of his shit? And second of all, he hasn't come out with the comic yet. He's still working on it. Finbar is deployed and shit, so he hasn't been able to do the artwork. Oh my gosh, like that's what I'm talking about, guys. You guys like don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. You guys just make shit up all the damn time. It's crazy, man. But just to give you guys a little bit more information about the comic, I'm no longer working with Tony on the comic. Um, okay, let me get, here's another thing that was recently said. That I'm in a bunch of discords with I don't know who I'm in discords with or a bunch of different chats. I'm not in any Discord chats with anybody. My Discord is just only my Discord where people can send me messages. Um, the last message that I sent to people on there was uh, was CPE about 3 months ago. Because I don't check it because I don't have notifications on, so I just don't check it. Like I'm not that type of person to check a bunch of like I'm not into the chats and shit like that. I don't have time. So the reason why I'm not making the comic book anymore is because the art team or the comic book team they were in different discords, like one for art, one for like discussion of comics and stuff. And because I'm not really into comics and that stuff, like it was all boring to me. So it was just a bunch of like there was too much fucking shit going on to keep up. Like I couldn't keep up with all that shit because I'm not interested in it. And so, because I wasn't part of the chats anymore and I didn't really know what was going on, and I was only there just to color, like I just fell out of the group pretty much, because I'm not into chats and shit like that, you know. But supposedly I'm over here in chats and shit, like grand mastering these fucking plans and shit, and I have no idea what the fuck anybody's talking about anymore. Like no idea what the hell anybody's talking about anymore. So no, I'm not getting paid in fucking comics. Like, come on, guys. Getting paid for what? Like, I stopped making videos on this channel. Like, think, guys, think. You know, if you guys are gonna be my haters, like, hate on real shit, guys. Like, hating on my kidney, okay, that's a low blow. Nothing I can do about my health. Like, making shit up, it's just like, you guys don't have to just, like, hate on shit that's real. I don't understand. I really don't. Like, I don't know why you guys gotta make shit up. For example, speaking since I still have Dean here, saying that I was gonna work for Bob. Now, that I was looking at that I was in a group with Evil, with Quaya, with Tommy. I was in a with Carl. I think Days was in there, and so was Justy. It was only like us six or five, and then Days eventually left because he left by YouTube. But if you go back into and we haven't had that chat for about 138 weeks or something because I had to go back and check on my Twitter. They stopped. They stopped. We all stopped talking to each other a long time ago because I guess they were gonna do some kind of like when they started upgrading Twitter, you had to pay in order to like to do the messages, I guess, or something like that. I don't quite remember why. But in that chat, I specifically said and warned everybody that Bob was kind of off his rockers, and that he was thinking that he was famous for some reason. He left a message on Dan's channel a long time ago saying that he's famous in South Africa, and he also left a message on his YouTube channels talking about how he's famous and blah 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 blah. And in there, I specifically said that he's being scammed. We all were talking about how he's being scammed by some, Nigerian government type of scam thing. And so you guys are saying that I also said that he offered me a job, which is crazy, because he's being scammed, and we all knew it, and we were talking about it, but yet you guys take that, or somebody, so either Justy or Carl told you guys either the truth and you guys twisted it, or a lie and you guys ran with it. So I never said that Bob, that I was gonna get hired by Bob and he was gonna be my golden ticket and all this bullshit. Especially because I actually, when I was talking to them at that point, I was getting paid way more than what Bob would ever pay me, if that was even true. But it was not true because obviously, come on, like, you really think he's famous in South Africa? You don't think it's a scam? But you guys run with it, and it's just craziness. Something that is real. You supported Barmany TV and didn't care about what he did to the kids. Nah, see, you got that twisted again. All I said was that what he did, or like what has been proven or whatever, is not proof that he's a PDF. Like, being a PDF is proof that you're a PDF. Being convicted of it or actually doing something and being caught. What he did was definitely inappropriate, and it was like scummy, kind of gross shit too, but there's like a definition of what a PDF is and someone who has like weird ass PDF tendencies. So that's where you guys got it twisted. So yeah, I mean, you guys can call it what it is. You can call it defending it. I'm just saying that, like, I'm gonna call out what it actually is if it is. So if someone was convicted of doing it, if someone has a record of doing it or anything like that, then yeah, PDF. But just because they said some gross ass shit to kids doesn't necessarily mean he's a PDF. We all know he's fucking crazy. Like, he's like not all there, so he's not thinking straight. Now, when he passes that line, he starts doing some crazy shit, then yeah. But that's, where I stand on it, just to clear things up for you. And okay, my fingernail. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my fingernails, bro. Just because I cut them myself, I don't put them long. I clean them. I wash my nails, like I wash my hands and shit. I don't understand, man. But I've never been to a pedicurist. What do you call them? To a nail salon. Um, I would definitely love to go to one. Go get pampered? Fuck yeah, I don't care. Like, if I did, then cool. But you admiring my nails, Albert? I don't know, man. I don't know about you, bro. I don't know. Bob gets a crazy pass from me, from James. The dude went to Gen X to lower. Like, what's that got to do with me? If Bob goes to Gen X channel and wants to lower the consent to whatever, I mean, Bob's not even like, Bob's not even. I don't even. That's the last time I talked to Bob. I don't even know when the last time I talked to Bob. I think he might have went to Frog's Tony channel one last time before they kicked him out. So I mean, like, you guys, or whoever, like, you guys have like this weird like obsession, thinking that like I'm close to all these people who you guys don't like. For like, I Bob recently sent me some crazy old fucking message on my channel talking about suing people for I don't know what. Like, seriously, I don't know what. I told him he had to get back on his fucking meds because he was like talking crazy. So I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. What's up, last line? How's it going, man? And I'm sad. I'm sorry that you have to be caught in the crosshairs from Albo over here. I saw that he started putting you on his rotation. Started laughing. Like if if I ever want to know what's going on, I just one of Albert's videos to just like tell me what the hell's going on with a bunch of people I don't even know. Oh yeah, you can hear her? Yeah. The gay dude that once went at Gen X, you defended. So? Gen X was being a fucking bigot. You know, he could have taken it and learned, but he decided to be combative, and it is what it is. I ain't tripping. Oh yeah, I know. I usually you support Bob hurting his mom for what the fuck? You support Bob hurting his mom for shame. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Like I said, I haven't watched Bob for I don't know how long, and so I'm not sure what's going on. But if Bob hurting Bob, I don't know what's wrong with Bob. We all do. Come on, like we all know he's suffering from something like something mentally. So yeah, that's got nothing to do with any of us. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe some of you guys, because you guys keep on fucking with him and harassing him and shit. So maybe you guys have something to do with it. But projecting it on other people who don't even fucking talk to him, haven't talked to him for I don't know how long. That's rich. Rich. Oh, Charlie's right there, hanging out on the bed. Right now, they're all pretty much. They take a second nap during this time. I wake up. I wake up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we all go outside for a bit, get some fresh air for a few hours, and then I go get some breakfast, and they kind of come up here and take a second nap. They have a routine right now. Okay, now we'll talk about evil, since you guys are here, and you guys, have all these questions and shit. Evil, evil, evil is a child doctor's last line. Calling me a liar ain't changing the facts. You know about that. Quit being a try hard and be a Pepe. Be yourself. Hey, what's up, Ricardo? How's it going, man? Now, about that, the doxing from CP's kid. Um, I was gonna make a video the other day about it, but I really didn't want to, get into the mud. But I was like, fuck it. For some reason, I keep on getting tagged from her like every week, every 2 weeks, wanting me to, I guess, either cancel Ricky Ricardo, cancel Evil, and cancel um, Ron Ramon, who's only a commenter. Anyways, uh, I would not have known CPE's kid's name if it wasn't for CPE doxing her own kid. Pretty much sending me pictures of her kid's name for some reason, like wanting me to. I'm not sure what she wants me to do with that information. Uh, she wants me to condemn Ricky Ricardo and Ron Ramon because they are at war with her and some other furfur or some shit. And like I don't even know what the fuck furfur is. Why would I give a fuck what furfur is? And so them two or three or four are all going at it. What's that got to do with me? Supposedly just because I go to once in a while I check out their streams because they're playing some retro games and I'm complicit too. It's like they're part of the people that I watched. I would have went to Dean's or freaking um, I forgot his name already. Fuck. The guy who, anyways, I would have went to the other streams if I would still hang out with you guys because that's what we used to do. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, it isn't my fault that you guys are all at war with each other because of stupid shit. You know, so like I said, I wouldn't have known her son's name if she didn't freaking dox his name because I don't watch their streams that much to be into all that bullshit. So I mean, you guys are just like ridiculous at points, man. And I'm racist towards black people. Okay, okay. So yep. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. About you guys just like little back and forths anymore. Like all that stuff just it pretty much just bores me. Goes out of my head. Goes out of, you know. It's like above me. What else you guys got? What else you guys complain about? I keep on forgetting. I already told you, man. Yeah, today I have a latte from the Bagel Corner, plain latte. Um, I use raw sugar to give it a little bit of sweetness. I like it because it has like a little bit of a molasses taste on this. So it's, I don't know, it's delicious sugar, man. And today I'm just having a uh, plain donut. No, donut. A freaking bagel. My cat was at the door. My cat Lucky, he likes to he has a lot of energy in the morning because he's still young. So I always let him out and about. He's a good cat. Like I can leave him with the in the backyard and he won't go and jump the fence. All right, let me your oldest just got her driver's license. They have all morning to do whatever. Did you used to, like I don't understand. Did you used to drive her places or in the morning or you have all your mornings now or just this morning? Ah, I haven't taken him to school. Oh, it's Monday. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, that's I live near a high school, a few blocks away from a high school, and if I ever get McDonald's in the morning, I have to go right by the high school, and dude, like the traffic to putting people like just the traffic to get to school, man, it's freaking crazy. So yeah, I get you, man. Um, it's very I don't know, like stressful. So I guess it's relieve your time, man. All right, well now that I addressed the community. Um, I'm sure they're gonna make more shit up going forward, and then I'll address it all within like 6 months again, probably. But now I can talk about my freaking video games, which I want to talk about first was Goddess of War. Supposedly, there's rumors out there that the next character for God of War is not going to be Kratos. Um, is going to be Kratos' second wife. As the lead. And so I definitely don't think this is going to go well, especially because God of War people obviously want to play as Kratos. But not only that, they don't want to switch to a female. Um, So yeah, that's gonna go bad. Now, unless they make the female like hella sexualized or something, then I don't see it going well at all. I just think there's gonna be backlash upon backlash. And what I don't understand is like the developers should know this shit, right? Like they should know that like there's gonna be backlash, especially right now in this kind of environment. I don't think they care, obviously, if they're gonna put her on there, but maybe it'll be like a thing where she's playable a character like the little kid was. But either way, I don't think they should be doing it. Like I didn't buy the other God Awards on PlayStation because the newest ones because of the little kid. I don't want to play as a little kid. I wanted to play as Kratos. But they had an emphasis on the little kid that it turned me off. And so I'm not. Even though I like playing as females in my video games, I just don't think this was gonna. It's the biz, man. We just don't. I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. 56K. Whatever Sony is doing right now, it just seems that they're freaking lost. They're definitely lost. Supposedly, there's reports out there though that they realize that they did a misstep and they're gonna reverse course and stop putting their games on PC. And so I'm not sure. Tell you the truth. Yeah, $30 for that was crazy too. 15, 20 maybe. Yeah, last line. I did see the Prime Video first look shot. That little, like for example, like the little kid. Like, why is he short and chubby? I don't understand. And then Kratos just looks. He looks weird because we're like used to what Kratos should look like. So when we see somebody who doesn't look quite like the Kratos that we have envisioned, he looks more like cosplay. So it looks like cosplay to me, from what I saw from that still. So I don't know. I really don't know. They're gonna have to in the lighting too, maybe of the still. I wish I had the still on me, but I don't have it. But yeah, I don't. I think it looks. I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a hit. I think it's gonna look too cheap, to tell you the truth. What does Chopper have to say? Hey, listen, Denny E. I do the dolphin kissy you the chidi. I think he's trying to do a Ricardo Cody. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be a. I don't think it's gonna be a wise decision. To tell you the truth. Supposedly they had live service one that they canceled. But the thing is, Sony can't freaking keep on canceling all their games, though, man. They got to come out with something. I mean, they don't have to. Supposedly they're making a shitload of money on the PlayStation alone, but I don't know. They got to give us hope. Yeah, the point of Metal Gear Solid 2, where you're gonna start as Kratos, and then end up playing as Kratos' wife. Like maybe Kratos gets killed or shit, or beat up or something, or held captive, and then she has to go and save him. Yeah, it almost yeah. I won't be surprised if they actually announce a Horizon like live feature, like they do for Kratos. Um, I think that would be better than God of War. To tell you the truth, like I think it'd be like resonate with more people, or be easier to develop and to actually like believe. Like, and given that Herman Holtz is so obsessed with Horizons, it might be a show coming up next. Watch, you heard it here first, unless they already talked about it and I just missed it. Seriously, all I want from Kratos is from to just kick ass, kick different gods' ass. Maybe get beat up a little bit, but then come back like Hulk Hogan or something. Hulkamania style. Just do shit like that, man. But it is what it is. Now moving on to Nintendo, which I haven't talked about in a while because I skipped the Nintendo Switch in the middle of those. But it looks like they're making some moves, buying some new studios. Namco Bandai, I guess, is restructuring. Um, they're gonna sell them one of their studios from Singapore. Namco Studio Singapore on April 1st will be owned by Nintendo 80% wise, and then eventually they're gonna buy off the other 20% and own it fully. So they're pretty much buying a studio from Namco Bandai. Now, I'm not quite sure what games this studio makes. I'm not quite sure what the last freaking Namco Bandai Namco game that I bought. But like the more games, the more studios for the Nintendo Switch, the merrier, man. I'm still waiting to upgrade to my Nintendo Switch 2. Whenever they come out with an OLED one, or a special edition one maybe. But yeah, like right now, even with these acquisitions, there's really no reason to buy a Switch 2. The games that are coming out for it are quite, frankly, suck. The last one, what, the Tennis Fever one, didn't sell that well. A lot of the freaking animations were the same that they used for the previous game. So like they're in an interesting spot. They're nickel and diming people. I think they know they're like struggling right now, and that's why they're trying to make moves for the future. But I don't know, man. They need to start releasing like more games. Like what's the last freaking Mario that we had? That like we need a new 3D Mario, not only freaking remakes and all that bullshit. But I don't know. At least they're buying studios. At least they're trying. I hope they don't just buy these studios to. No, I don't think Nintendo has a track record of closing down studios like that. Have they? I mean, have Nintendo really closed down? I haven't really. Tell you the truth, I can't think of any on top of my head that they've closed down. I can't think of any studios that Nintendo has closed down after they bought them. And obviously Sony freaking just closed down Blue Point after 4 years, and Microsoft always closing down freaking studios like the Tango Cash, whatever that shit was. But Nintendo, I think they do a pretty good track record, right? And usually when they get rid of studios, they sell them. Like Rare, they sold it to Microsoft. Huh? I'm just thinking out loud. Anyways, it I think Netflix optioned Horizon. Huh? I didn't know that. The Pokemon is $40. The $20 for those Pokemon GBA ports. Not only was $20 crazy, but supposedly they're only ROMs too. Like they're not actually on the freaking game or nothing on there. They're just ROMs. They're not actual game. Um, I think that's crazy. If anything, like if you're gonna be selling ROMs, like do it like a digital download for like $5 or something. You know what I mean? But I guess they kind of didn't want to set a precedent though to sell those Pokemon games or games for $5. But yeah, Nintendo has been feeling themselves for some reason, and I just don't know why. I know that they last month and the month before, I think the PlayStation 5 outsold them, so they gotta wash themselves before they wreck themselves. Oh, were they 9.99 to begin with, and they jumped price? See, man, it's like what the. And it's not just Nintendo though. It's like everyone's trying to nickel and dime everybody, just overcharging for everything. And what sucks is now that we're going to war again, and gas prices are going to rise. I mean, shit, prices are going to start rising again. Even more so than they already do. Nintendo is a very much more reserved company than Microsoft. See, I think the reason why is because Nintendo and Sony, they're like it felt this generation after Microsoft went on a buying spree, like Sony panicked, especially because none of their games were coming out because they were stuck in live service. So they started buying fucking studios left and right. Blue Point, Bungie for like $1 billion. How much did they pay for Bungie? It was stupid. And that's the thing. They were just like it felt like they were in panic mode, and so they just started like trying to gobble shit up. Whereas Nintendo is more strategic, and they do a cost benefit analysis. On before they actually buy a studio. But like I don't know. I think they're just more like smart when it comes to business. Maybe because no, they have shit. They have crazy money now, but maybe because Microsoft has like stupid money, like I don't give a fuck type of money that they just make stupid decisions. There was a report recently that Apple went to Samsung or no, who the fuck, and to one of the chip makers. I forgot what chip maker it was, and requested to have some chips made for whatever they had for their phones or whatever. And the chip maker went up to them and was gonna charge them a premium 60% because of shortages and because of short time, but instead charged them 100% because they thought, oh, we're gonna negotiate and then we'll go down to like where we want to go down, which is actually 40%. But Apple said took the first offer at 100% up cost, more than what it would cost, just because they paid it. And so I you know I see like a lot of other companies doing that too, overpaying for shit that shouldn't cost that much and only paying it because they have stupid money to just buy whatever they want. They have fucking funny paper money that just never expires. You never, it's like unlimited money. So like, what does it matter what things cost? At least to them. You have family who's getting deployed. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I have two family members that are they're in the reserves, so I don't think they would get. Maybe my brother because he's more active duty, but I don't. I don't think they're gonna do any boots on the ground, at least American boots on the ground, unless like shit spirals out of control. But even so, I guess right now we've had four service members killed. I'm not sure. I haven't read into the whole. like where they got killed, but it could have been from the retaliation from the air bases, and supposedly they also targeted our aircrafts. So I'm not quite sure. I haven't really got into it, but yeah, man, scary times. Um, I have no love lost for the Ayatollah and the oppressive regime that Iran has. But the thing is, it doesn't stop there. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I just don't know. War is never the answer. Oh, definitely, dude. If Steve Jobs was here, it would be running a lot differently. I think, like a lot of these companies, they just stop innovating for a good while. I'm not sure if because they're putting all their money into AI and other, their baskets or eggs into AI, but yeah, a lot of these companies stop innovating. A lot of their CEOs are just not. I don't know. They're not thinkers. They're like reactionary instead. Yeah, which sucks. Speaking of things that suck, High Guard. High Guard. I guess they only have less than like 20 staff members remaining in the studio. Supposedly last week, they were all sent a memo saying that they ran out of money. It was reported that they were being funded by Tencent, and I guess Tencent, even though they have their a bunch of money everywhere and they're making a lot of buku money in return in their investments, even they left that high guard and thought that it could not be saved. Um, Again, I mean, the game was definitely nothing special, and so I just don't understand how they didn't realize that when they're like, well, obviously because reports were saying that they didn't have anybody from the outside play their game, and there's a bunch of toxic positivity going on around the title, and they didn't want to hear about any of the negative stuff, and so that's what happens. But man, dude, I mean, this game they had like Pixie, no, they had so much funding. They had all the hype. They they just I don't know, man. This is just sad to see. So this gives no confidence to like any new gamers or anybody to actually play the game. Given that's only 20 staff members, and I'm sure they're only there just to keep the game like online, and probably like server side, But I don't think there's gonna be any more content for it. No more fixes, no more anything. Pretty much, there's gonna be just laid out to die. This is the last death rattle of High Guard, and hopefully it sends a message, to these corporations that nobody wants like corporate style made games, and that's pretty much what High Guard was. It was like trying to check off all the boxes without really trying to be anything new. Just like I don't know, like I think about like what can be fresh when it comes to like live service or online multiplayer shooter type of games. And instead of always running trends, like right now is the extraction shooter trend. Before that, it was like battle royale trends. It's like I don't like what. Like I remember back in the day, for example, like we had different type of online experiences when we had what's that, Splinter Cell, how they had their like Merc versus Merc multiplayer was like two against two or three against three, and like you had to rely like on gadgets and shadows and all that shit, and then one shots would get you killed, and you had to strategize, in order to break into the into into their base or whatever, and plant their bomb or just different things. Different ways you can get into like the roof. Like breaking through the walls and go through the different ventilation shafts and just different things like that. I don't know. It's just like there was like more variety of type of multiplayer games, and now it just seems like everyone's trying to just copy each other or one up each other, and that's definitely one of the problems that High Guard has, and definitely one of the problems that Marathon has right now. It's just I don't know. Just they're just not different enough. Not enough variation. Like I don't even know. Like they should make like just I don't know, just like different freaking type of multiplayer games, man. Like just they gotta start getting creative with it. Like stuff that we haven't even thought of yet. Like I don't even know. Just like I don't even know. Like imagine if there was like a rampage, like the old school rampage game where the fight where you hit the buildings, or like different people control the different monsters, different people control all the different little airplanes and stuff, the little people that are walking inside the buildings, just different things like that. I mean, they can just make fun games. I don't know, make it like a battle royale type of thing, where the little people try to escape the monsters. The monsters are trying to get all the people. Maybe I should start making those type of freaking games. I had to move my bagel because he'll be the first cat you guys see. This is Lucky. I found them about 2 months ago, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I don't really look back. I named him Lucky because he's lucky that I picked him the fuck up. To tell you the truth, I didn't want to get any more cats or any more pets. To tell you the truth, but I was feeding an outside cat, and then I heard meows and shit, like distress meow. So I kind of went across the street to look for him, and this motherfucker jumped out from under the car into my legs. And oh, thank you for kisses. Okay, you can go. And so yeah, he's my newest family member. My potions game ideas will even bring up the eliminate stand. I know, dude. I'm just trying to think of new shit to like new experiences, man. I don't even know. I really liked Rampage back in the day, and I was just thinking like a multiplayer type of Rampage game would just be so much fun, like just messing around and shit. Stop being a super saver cat. I always tell myself too because, like I said, there's stray cats that I feed outside too. Um, my neighbor feeds them more than I do. They're like kind of her cats. But since I moved in, I started feeding them as well. And I always gotta remind myself that I can't save them all. And it sucks. I wish I could. Um, yeah, like, I wish I could. One of my like what I would love to do or in the future is kind of have like a non-profit where I'm able to save cats. Maybe have like buy a little bit of like land and not have like an adoption center, but kinda where the a sanctuary should I say, where I can take in stray cats and get them fixed and any medical needs that they need and if they need somewhere to live as well, but also like adopt them out. Ones that just adopt out cats and stuff, so I can keep on saving more, and finding homes for them. But always allowing them to have a place to come back. That's one of the things that I always fear. It's like if I ever take responsibility for a cat or a pet, and then I adopt it out to somebody and they don't take care of it, like that's something that's always on my mind. And so I would like to have a place that has like an open door policy where if for any reason whatsoever they can always just bring them back, with no shame, no nothing. It just is what it is. But that's kind of what I would like to have in the future. I've been thinking a lot about that when I have to go back to work. Once I get a kidney transplant, and what I want to do with the rest of my life. And I don't want to go back to the restaurant business. Not because I didn't like it or I didn't get paid enough. I did get paid good, but because it was too much of my life being taken away, like 10-hour shifts, working nights, working mornings, like set schedules, always working the weekends and holidays and shit. It wasn't a way to live, not a way to enjoy your life, should I say. So I've been trying to think of like what I'm gonna do when I get back to work, what kind of work I want to do. I did start my own actual video game business. I've talked about that before, but I actually made it official and actually started an actual business LLC. So I've been working on that, but like I said, I also want to do like that nonprofit thing. So I'm hoping that I can make some money making video games. Like on phone, like just nothing crazy. Like I'm not trying to be like a crazy old video game creator maker, but if I can make some cool games and make some money off of it, even like mobile type of puzzle games or anything, nothing crazy, and then use that money to actually start my nonprofit pet sanctuary, then that's kind of like where I'm thinking of going um, in the future. But we'll have to see. The last line says, "A rampage versus army game could be cool. A sync multiplayer with one giant monster versus a number of human players using tanks and just yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like you take him out before he can take out all the buildings in your area or something. So like the timer is the actual buildings. Then he gets power ups as he breaks certain windows or kills certain people and stuff. Same thing for like the little army people. They can get different power ups based on whatever. And I think it'd be kind of fun. I'm not sure how the longevity of the game would be, but I think it'd be like like a cool little thing to have fun with. Don't fall for their cuteness. Retro bro funding another game. Oh, he puts his games on itch.io. Um, yeah, I was gonna put some game. Like I was thinking of putting games on itch.io too. I guess on itch.io you can download those games on your Playdate, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I gave my Playdate away, so I put that on the back burner, itch.io. But yeah, like like Retro Bro's fast with his freaking games. I think it's probably because he already had one under his belt, and so it's a lot easier to build on top of that when you already have a game out. Like me, I'm still freaking learning. Like it's though, especially with the engine that I'm using. I'm using Godot, so it's like a lot of shit you have to learn for the engine. I think if I'm not mistaken, Retro Bro is using Mario Maker, uh, Nintendo Maker or whatever. I haven't used that myself. The right now what I'm having not issues with, but what's taking me a long time is actually making graphics for it, man. Um, yeah, the graphics are just taking me a while to make, and plus, staying motivated is a big part of it too. Especially because you don't have a boss. I'm my own boss and everything, so it's like, yeah. Then like I'm the kind of person where if I don't feel good, like I can't really get much work done either. So it depends on my health as well. So it's a lot stacked against me. But I think once I start showing more progress in my game, then I feel more like motivated to finish it type of deal. But it's slow. I'm not gonna lie. It's a slow process, especially because like I'm still working on getting my graphics together, and then still learning the freaking engine too. So, but the way that I see it though is like if I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, then it really doesn't matter how slow I go, just as long as I learn how to do it, and that's the whole point. Gamester81. I'm subscribed to Gamester81. I didn't know that he was actually making a game. I just recently subscribed to him about a year ago or so, but I think he's been having some kind of health issues as well. So I don't think he uploads as much as he used to. I think that's kind of what I gathered. But I think he also has like a convention, a video game convention that he does or something. Um, so I'm sure that's where a lot of his time is being taken when it comes to his game. But I didn't know he was making a game either. Right now, like I have three concepts of games that I'm working on. Um, and I'm working on a little bit of each one, which is probably not the right thing to do. But I wanted to get at least like my initial ideas down for my three games that I've been working on, and they're completely different. Um, and the thing is, I still don't know how to structure the game when it comes to the engine. So I'm still working on it. It takes time, but yeah, like I'm really impressed with even though they're like from Mario Maker or whatever Nintendo um maker. I'm really impressed with the games that he's making. I mean, they're simple, but I mean they look good. They look like just professional. So I mean, I have no problem with them, man. Game on Expo, yeah. So like I know he did some kind of expo. Retro Bro game got very popular in the community. See many people playing it. I think it was based in a real life story. Which I know he released the Hobo Albo. I think he did a Halloween theme one as well for that. I know he released a John Maverick game, and then he has another one that he's working on right now, if I'm not mistaken, that he's kickstarting right now. That one looks pretty cool. I think it's like a sci-fi type of game, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Side scroller or platformer. Um, I don't know. I think that one looks cool. In the homebrew community, like, do people buy games off each other, or what's going on over there? Or do you have to do like Kickstarters, like Retro Bros doing? Like like yeah. I should probably talk to Retro Bro. Well, we do talk, but I was just wondering, like who makes like who made like his cartridges and all that shit? Like what company out there does that? Like who delivers all the product? Like I'm sure he had to pay somebody, with the Kickstarter money that he earned to make the product. I just wondering who does it. Especially since it's like limited quantities, so you think it would cost like a pretty penny to create that physical products. Atheos, yeah, that's the game. Yeah. Dalen Games, huh? Because I wasn't thinking of doing a Kickstarter or anything like that for my game. I'll just traditional release it on Steam, PC, wherever I can, different game stores, and just see what happens. But like I also said, I wanted to work on simple puzzle type of game for like mobile, and just hopefully one of them hits and gets enough money that I can keep on making other games type of thing. Like nothing crazy. Like I'm not trying to be the next fucking Minecraft or anything. But if I can just make like simple type of games for people to play, and make a living, that's kind of where I'm thinking, for the future. But we'll see how that goes. They do a lot of NES homebrews, huh? Good to know. Now let me talk about the Gooners for a bit. Now this guy right here, if you guys don't know, he's a big gamer, I guess. I don't know. He's into the culture wars, into the Gooner gay and all that bullshit. His name is Kira. He was recently I guess I'm not sure if you call this docs, but someone broke into his live stream, and this is a picture of him. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because these are the gooners, the grifters who complain about Resident Evil, complain about women in video games, who over sexualize women, who complain about devs and everything. This is one of the big ones. This is what they look like. They look like the memes of that's the freaking, what's that game called? The Warcraft guy from South Park. That's what they look like. These guys are the ones that are complaining about, you know, video games these days. And like, I have nothing against big people. I have nothing against, you know, I have nothing against people, but come on, man. Like, if you're gonna go around life looking like this, if this is how you're gonna present yourself and shit, if you're gonna be a meme, like, don't talk shit about other people. Don't talk shit about women in video games. Don't talk about woke this and woke that. It's like, especially if you're a stereotypical, you're like the stereotype of what people would think you are. So I have no doubt, and like, he's not the first one. I mean, like, we see what the hell's that freaking guy's name who uses a AI avatar that looks nothing like him? Uh, Whatever his name is. But I mean, they all had to hide and shit behind a camera or behind an avatar because they look all sloppy and shit like this, talking crap. It's just like, man. But it's crazy how someone exposed him. They broke into his camera. Crazy. But anyways, these are the kind of people that are complaining about women in video games, who are using AI to make them look fake. Speaking of creeps and gooners, Dr. Disrespect lies about being sponsored by Marathon. I'm not sure what's going on with this guy. I'm not sure why people still take him. Why people still watch him, given his shady track record when it comes to PDF files and stuff. But I'm not sure why. I think he does it just because people are going to talk about him. I guess to keep his name in the headlines and everything, to keep him relevant. But this is the second time he's done this. First, he lied about being sponsored by High Guard and going to the event, actually using AI to create a fake badge and all that shit. And then he did the same thing for Marathon. Bungie had to come out and deny that he was being sponsored uh, by Marathon. But he keeps on just going at it, and just, I don't know, it's gross, it's sad, it's kind of pathetic. But then again, it's like, whatever you got to do to, keep your name in the headlines. I don't know why people watch him either. See, like, I first came across him because I didn't like, he was a character, and I was like watching him, but it was like, I don't know, I didn't like his character that he was playing on, like, online. Like, at first, I thought it was like a Reno 911. He was like that type of funny, but then he wasn't. Like, I don't know. It just seemed like he was just like a douchebag. And then when he started, and then the first time that I got a whiff of who he actually was when he was streaming in a restroom. Like, actually videotaping people in restrooms. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It's like a creep and shit. Um, I like commenting. It's like a comic thing. I think they obsess with others because they hate their own lives, jobs, and yeah. There's a lot of people out there who obsess with other people because they hate their own lives. Um, Anything to like distract them from their own lives, their sad, pathetic lives. That's why they always gotta attack other people, talk about other people, make things up about other people, to make themselves feel better about themselves, and that's pretty much what it is. Um, the best way to do that is just to, you know, like I always tell people, to be kind to yourself and enjoy your life, and that's what you got to do. You got to be kind to yourself in ways that um, makes like build you up, so that you don't have to rely on trying to bring others down to do that. But that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of discipline, and a lot of people out there don't have that discipline. The bathroom memes were hilarious. Yeah, those were crazy, man. It's funny. Ricardo, why are people obsessed with you, bro? Is it because you have an awesome NES collection, I hear? They can't stand that you have a lot of Nintendo games? Or maybe because you're able to travel? We don't like people who travel. Growing old is a process. Being emotionally mature is a choice. Yeah, man. And the thing is, like once you start gaining like just a little bit of maturity in your life, like all the other stupid shit, it just kind of just just melts away. Doesn't matter. But the thing is, it takes a little bit of maturity and discipline. The Earth is flat, and there's a dome above us all. I'm actually reading a book right now. And it's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm in the fourth book of the series, and they're actually right now in a dome, trying to fight. So it's just funny that you said that. Okay, what the hell was I wrong about what? I don't know. Craziness. I got a comment. Like I would get some comments on YouTube. That I don't know what the fuck they're even saying. It is what it is. Grow adults acting like 3 year olds, just like this Stan guy trying to bait me like an idiot. That's what he does. That's what he does. And there's water above the dome. If we're in a dome and there's water above the dome, like what keeps the water from just falling, or what? Is it gravity? But if there is gravity, then wouldn't that defeat the purpose of being in a dome? I don't know. I don't get it. You guys tell me. Anyways, that's all the video games news that I got for today. But if you guys want to chit chat for a little bit more, I don't mind. The Earth is flat. Just don't think about it too much. That's a James Campbell quote. I haven't. Well, I was never a James Campbell subscriber, but I haven't seen that guy in a bit. The only reference that that I ever hear about him is if Albo mentions in him about his him getting ran over or having cheese in his nose. But I haven't seen that guy for a bit. I actually used to like his videos whenever I would come across him sometimes, where he would he would brag about drinking like a beer or going out to drink a beer, uh, which I always found funny. So it was like watching like train wreck of individuals. So now that you speak of him, I do kind of I don't miss his videos, but they were kind of a trip to watch. I didn't know he was a flat earther though. Poor Man Eats. Yeah, he also did that. Poor Man Eats. I remember that. Speaking of Poor Man Eats, there is a guy on YouTube. I forgot his name, but I think it might be Future Man. He's like this old guy. He looks like he's kind of his face looks like it's kind of rotting a little bit, but he does Poor Man Eats all the time, and I subscribe because it's kind of like I like to watch bizarre shit sometimes, and sometimes like I don't know, it's just kind of the shit that he eats. Um, it's like it's sad at the same time because he's like elderly, he's on a budget, but then it's also like raw real life. But yeah, speaking of Poor Man Eats, Ghost Jockey, I'm not sure who you are. Uh, Ricardo will definitely be crying tonight on his drama channel. Does Ricardo have a different channel than his? I subscribe. I'm subscribed to Ricardo's where he does streaming for his retro games. I'm not sure if he has a other channel, but drop the link. Drop the link. Mr. 7 Hour is here. Who's that? Is Blinded Braille Mr. 7 Hour? I've never heard that one. Mac Daddy got a gold chain. I did see that one actually, dude. You guys, those were good times, man. Those were good. I'm just saying those were good times. But I remember he got a thin ass gold chain, and he was flexing off that shit. But the thing is, real gold chains though, even that one, was probably fucking like over $1,000 because real gold chains out there can get freaking stupid expensive, especially if it's certified gold and it tells you like where it got it from and whatever. Same thing with diamonds. If the diamonds are certified, they cost way more than uncertified diamonds. So I mean, he could have spent a lot more on that chain than what it looked like. I'm just saying. But I remember that too. And his sauna. Did he have a sauna at home? I want a fucking sauna at home. Sweat out all the impurities. How many quesadillas can you make with pork sound cheese? You did a 7 hour stream on Saturday? What that were you playing something? Video games or whatever? 7 hour streams, man. Like right now, like even well, right now I'm taking a long ass time on this stream. I am, but like I don't understand people do fucking like I was watching someone. I don't watch Tony too much anymore of his stream because he does comics and shit. But he be talking like for 4 hours, man. Like what the fuck are you guys doing for 4 hours? That's like that's a fucking. I mean, he does get paid, I guess. That's a job, right? Shit, man. Hey, so I don't know how to. I can't tag people. I'm on. That's why I keep on just reading the comments instead of putting them on screen because I'm on OBS. I'm not sure how to do it yet. But okay, what's going on with Bob? I keep on hearing Bob abuse his mom. Is that what happened? Like, how do you guys know this? Like, did he tell you guys? Did he show it? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm telling you guys, like, I know you guys keep on coming at me about the community for some reason, but guys, I've been away. I've been doing my own shit. I've been, my own life. I'm not into all like the back doors of all what you guys are talking about. So when you guys are talking about Bob and his mom, see, I thought Bob's mom got beat up by somebody who doxed him or something, like one of you guys. Honestly, but from what I can gather from you guys are saying, did Bob beat up his mom? And like, what does that got to do with anybody in the community? Like, Bob has mental issues. That's his life, man. And like, just because we were once friends with him, like, we're responsible for him beating up his mom? That's craziness. Like, that's, I don't want to say stupid, but that's like stupid thinking. Like, you're putting connections that aren't there. So what? Did he beat up his mom? Did he tell you that? Or, and like, how can you even believe anything that Bob says, too? We always, like, we know that he's not, like, he's having issues. Let's deal with the coffee. Yeah, don't worry about it, blinded. Um, like, we're not responsible for fucking other people. Simple as that, man. As much as other people want to try to put their lives on us for some reason, it doesn't make fucking sense. And the thing is, like, how do you, like, you really don't know, um, people's lives, unless they share as much as they want from, you know. But there's always like weird shit in people's fucking closets, man. That you can be fucking working with somebody next to them for years, and then for all you know, they have fucking people captured in their fucking basement. It happens all the time in the fucking news. That's what I'm saying. 56K warning. It's not our job to keep track of fucking other people's lives. Like, only losers do that. Keep track of other people's lives. You know? Fucking nuts. Oh, does Bob have a channel? Like I said, I haven't fucking visited Bob for over a year now. I don't know how long it's been since he was gone last time. So yeah, he came to my channel and started talking shit about me and getting paid on Tony's channel and him not getting paid for some reason. But the thing is, like, I was never, I didn't get paid to be on his streams and stuff. I actually got paid to make content for his channel. Um, and the thing is, Tony was always open about monetization on his channel, and he was always willing to give people who contributed to his channel part of the profits. Um, Even when it was the Geek Getaway and we were streaming, and when it was just, I think I was part of his channel because I was doing the content, and so was Finbar, and Tony was like there was was trying to discuss, like how much of a percentage to give of his profits to people who were contributing. But given that I was already making my own content and I was already getting paid, to make certain videos. Um, and Finbar also said, that he just does it pretty much for fun to just contribute. So they decided to just not let, but bypass getting paid from Tony and just letting him, keep his money, his profit, whatever he makes off of it. And so like he was willing to pay people a certain percentage. He just had to, figure it out if you really wanted to. So Bob being all fucking pissy and shit about not getting paid for his time, um, is a bunch of crap because, if he didn't crash out the way he did, then I'm sure they would have come up with some kind of agreement now that he was actually making money on his channel. But like I was saying, that's the last time I fucking talked to him when he was telling me all kinds of bullshit that I was in cahoots with Dean TV, whatever Dean TV is doing to him. I don't know. I stopped following all that shit. Or that I was, you know, yeah. So like I said, I don't know what the fuck Bob is doing. I'm not sure what your guys' obsession with Bob is. Like I said, if he has a new channel and he's talking shit, then I can understand. But yeah, whenever you guys mention Bob, it's like over the fuck my head. Ricardo Cody. Bob doesn't acknowledge any of these losers. They're jealous because he's an artist and knows a lot about video games. Getting paid for a small channel like Tony's. I know that's what I'm thinking is especially when Tony wasn't making any money when Bob was part of it, it's not only till he switched to fucking talking about comics that he actually started making money, and by that time Bob was really long gone. But supposedly, I guess that's the last time that he talked to Tony too, threatening him to sue him because he didn't get paid. It's like I don't know. It's like it's it's like what do you like? I don't know. The best thing that you could do is just ignore him, and hope that he gets better. But it's funny though, speaking about it, because like he wasn't like that. It didn't seem like he was off his rocker. Maybe when he first started hanging out with us. He was always like a little bit timid, different. People would kind of make fun of him because he wouldn't cuss and stuff like that. I remember that he would try to like say brosuf and stuff, try to act cool, but he was always trying to impress people. But he never seemed off his rocker until until the whole blow up with Dean and shit. When he tried to call his fucking job and all that, and that's when you started realizing that he wasn't quite all there. Um, and like, yeah, so like I can understand the backlash that he received then, but now given all that we know about him, now he's fucking, you know, taking medications for his struggles. It just seems like a easy target, like a lazy target. But like I would understand if he was still making videos and talking shit, then I get it. But even then, to be a bigger man, just let him just fall apart. I think that's what I would do. Potion a lot of this BS is that, yeah, no, definitely blind. That's why you just gotta ignore it for the most part. Because it is all bullshit. YouTube is just supposed to be fun, hanging out, playing video games, or whatever it is that you're actually talking about. But people, like I said, people obsessed with other people for no other reason that they're unhappy with their lives. Because if you had shit going on in your life and you had a lot of stuff and positivity, you wouldn't have the time to obsess with other people and what they do. So at least since you're not doing that, you're already ahead of most people. So all this stuff where people are trying to drag you in, it's just distractions. And since they're trying to drag you into it, it just goes to show that you're already above that. So just stay up there. That's all you gotta do. Seriously, it's 2026 and we survived the pandemic. No one should put much effort in caring what other man's on the internet. Dude, you're right. I'm not like seriously, put life in perspective. We survived the freaking pandemic. We're like in the middle of a freaking war. Uh, our economies are like in the shitter, and we have people out there who are obsessed with how much money other people spend or what people do with their lives. It's insane, man. It's really insane. Who's Black Bond? Black Bond. I don't know who Black Bond is. I don't think I've come across them. Almost over my breakfast. Um, Paramount, they bought Warner Brothers Discovery recently. I guess Netflix didn't want to buy them, so they're saying that HBO Max and Paramount will be combined into one service. 15 films per studio with a 45 theatrical release window. Will continue to license movies and TV shows to other studios and platforms. AI will be a tool for artists, but never a replacement for storytellers. Hmm. They don't mention anything about games, but it said that we'll continue to license movies and TV shows to other studios. I'm not sure what. Um, well, Warner Brothers has what Harry Potter, right? And their the last not the last Harry Potter game, whatever it was, sold freaking like their best selling game ever. So I mean, they do have a lot of good studios. Warner Brothers, they have a Batman, I believe, still Arkham Asylum. If you know that series, if they want to continue with it, but it's gonna be interesting to see what Paramount does with the gaming aspect when it comes to the acquisition. Right now, I do have HBO Max or whatever they call it, so I wouldn't mind getting Paramount on there as well, so more movies. But I'm not gonna pay crazy amounts for the streaming services, so we know they're probably gonna raise their prices and shit, which is kind of, you know. But interesting times, man. Interesting times. 15 films per studio, with 45-day theatrical window for each film. Um, I'm sorry, I'm over here reading. See if there's anything else before. I don't have any more coffee. I'm done, guys. All right, I think that's gonna be it for today. I think we've discussed a lot. Um, if you guys have anything else you guys want to discuss, let me know now, or forever hold your peace. I'll stream again in what's today? Monday? Probably not tomorrow, but Wednesday. I don't stream on the days I go to treatment because I'm at my treatment. But Wednesday I'll be streaming again another Cats and Coffee. If you guys want to air out your grievances, by all means, just keep it civil. And yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming in today, hanging out. We have Stan. For some reason, don't want to come in with his Dean TV account, but it's all good. Green Thumbs. We have Albo with his crazy. Oh man, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna go there. I already talked about that. Last line. Thanks for hanging out. Keep up the good content. I need to keep on leaving. Like I said, I watch all of YouTube on my Xbox on my TV, so it's hard for me to comment. But anyways, keep up the good content. 56K warning. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Same thing with Ricardo, Cody. Keep fighting the good fight out there. If if you want, I'll just ignore all that shit. But it is what it is. Blinder Braille, just stay above the fray like you always do. Don't go down in the mud. Ghost Jockey, don't know who you are, but hope you have a rest of your day. Hope you enjoy it. Get to the chopper, same thing. Thank you for reminiscing about James Campbell. That guy was a character for sure, man. And I think that's it. Make sure I didn't miss anybody because you know how it gets. It gets kind of sad. It gets kind of sad when you're not you know. Ricky Ricardo avoid talking to Danny Dolphin. I subscribed to Danny Dolphin because Albert mentioned her. Her? Is it her? I'm not sure. Anyways, um, I don't know. I unsubscribed because I found nothing interesting there, but it is what it is. All right, well, everyone, have a good night, good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like seriously, man, like enjoy your lives, guys. I don't say that lightly. Like I always gotta remind people to freaking enjoy their lives, and to be kind to yourselves. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it right there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.